early classes.
You have early class. You're like me, having early classes, bro.
Well, not like really early classes, but I don't know. I've been getting up at like 9 a.m., which is kind of early for me, yeah.
Kinda. All right, join Migs. I'm on another account. Oh, you already sent me the replays, actually, no? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So
I'm a studious person.
So I'll share my, or I'll stream this to you. Wait, let me change my graphic settings real quick. You have to make them pretty so you can bait viewers. Spicy.
Sheesh, Smurfing and Diamond, are we?
I am. When you're down bad, you have to build up your ego a little bit. So, so this is what you do. Oh, that's funny.
This game was a tragedy.
Why?
Because I lost a 30-minute macro game against Hupsaya, dude. Do you not know the pain that comes from that?
Hupsaya?
Yeah,
you're
dude.
right. This is his account? Okay,
Yep,
good,
this is Hupsaya. It's on stream and everything, I think.
Okay. Let's see what you did here. What you open with?
I think it was just a 1-1-1. Something really standard. Nothing special.
Okay. Who's this chick, by the way?
It's a swimmer.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're into swimming.
It's my favorite Smurf account, okay? Are you gonna talk trash about this?
No, I was just wondering. I was wondering who that is.
We'll just look her up. I literally have the full name here, big boy.
Okay, you're being rude. I don't appreciate that. Why'd you show your marine, you ape?
Okay. If you want to know why I showed my room, is because I knew I could kill the probe. What, should I just leave the probe killing my SCV?
Nah,
I kill free probes when I see them, okay?
Yeah, it was free. Yeah, normally you wouldn't, but since you killed the probe, it's okay. And then he chronos the depth still.
That was my logic, too.
Why did he chrono the depth? He doesn't build a battery in his base, but I don't think he would have anyway. Jesus, this is kind of bad. Okay, built a toilet on the wall. And then... Did you go mine? Or Hellion?
I don't remember. I think I probably went Hellion, though. Oh, I went Tech Lab. Oh, I did this big brain build. I saw Marine Lord do this the other day.
Oh, okay. Cyclone, Marine. Okay, I know what this is. Okay, I mean, it's not bad. You're playing the map. Map's big. Why not? He's going to blink 2 more games.
And I know Hupsaya doesn't really do anything aggressive ever, so I was like, oh, whatever.
His build doesn't make sense. He's playing 3 gateway, blink, no robo. You're robo now.
It's his early third defense build. He does it like every game.
Yeah, I would just play greedy against him like this. This is good. Okay, orbital.
Yeah, that was my logic, which is why I'm showing you this replay.
Okay. I feel like with you, it's not that you don't know what to do or anything like that. You just make like little mistakes, like decision making, I think, or fight wise. I think that's it.
My decision making has always been garbage, to be honest. It's always been a work in progress.
Because your builder is flowing fine. 2 eBays. You're actually building workers. Okay. So there's like no mechanical issues. Yo, he's playing faster than you, bro. Oh shit.
It's because he uses steel hotkeys, dude.
Oh.
He's got that inflated APM. You don't know about that?
I didn't know about that.
Steel hotkeys inflates your APM. You really think he has 700 APM? I guarantee you he's spamming 1 key right now with his steel hotkey.
Okay, he moves out with stalkers, observers there. That's pretty normal. Like nothing's gonna happen right now. Okay, you scan this third. To be honest with you, what I would do is you can send it a little earlier. Like I would have just sent a marine this way to check it, and then scan the main. I mean, it's Hupsaya. Like you can kind of guess what he's doing anyway, right? Yeah, but it's still a good habit to have, you know, like you would see all the gateways, you would see one forge. Obviously you don't know how long the upgrade is, or maybe you miss a robo bait, but it's still a lot better of a scan. Like you could have already assumed that he had a third, you know?
For sure. I was just looking for the gases, but yeah, the main scan is a lot better, I guess. Oh yeah, this was really annoying.
I mean,
I was kind of pissed about this. I feel like I should have got the observer here, but I didn't.
That's okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I think how many workers did he kill? It's like whatever. You played a 3 command center build, and if you look at your workers, it's still basically the same. So you're still fine.
Yeah.
He goes Templar, so he doesn't play Colossus this game.
Yeah. No. Maybe I should have attacked here.
Yeah,
Like
so the thing,
whenever I go 3cc,
yeah,
I
so
never have any army.
the timing for 3cc is different, but it's you still follows the same nuances as you would a 2-base opener. So assuming like you execute your build even somewhat decently, like you'll have a pretty good chunk of supply around this exact time, like 7:30, and your 1-1 should be done. So you can kind of feel it out. To be honest, if you push out, it doesn't have to be so committal. Like you play the eco build, right? So if you feel like it's not gonna kill him, you can just go home. Like it's not a game ending for you not to kill him or do damage. But yeah, like this fourth base, for example, you could probably force to cancel or bleed out a few units, something like that. But yeah, so that's what I would do differently in this scenario. Like I would have just gone for the 7:30 push.
Spoke out.
Yeah. And then like you're taking a fourth behind it. That's perfect. And you start 2-2 right away. Like I said, your build order is fine. Execution's fine. Okay, so he's moving out there. And you can leave like a Widow Mine there, have some or something like that. You want to go check. Okay, that's a pretty common
I don't think about that.
So just
that really messed me up.
Just be mindful of that. And you should definitely like in this matchup. I think like this entire is good, right? So maybe you don't even have to worry about vision here per se with the spotter. But I definitely would say that you want something here and then you want something in the middle. So basically wherever you don't have the sensor towers is where you want division with the units, and then that way you can prepare for stuff like this. For example, if you would have seen that he was already here, you would send this drop a lot in a lot earlier, right? And then he's stuck here, so he either goes home and like deals with it, or he
warps in because he's not supply capped and he's a good player.
Good player. I was like, are you being sarcastic? And then I looked and then I looked at supply and I was like, oh my camera. Hold on. No. My camera bros. No, I can't put this on YouTube anymore because that just looks stupid.
I don't know. Do what you want. I don't really care. Everyone knows this is me anyway. It's not even like this is a secret Smurf account.
I didn't know it was you.
Everyone else does though at my MMR.
Okay.
I don't know. It feels like he has a lot of stuff here. Like you see how he's got like 20 supply on me at this point. I feel like our SEV count is equal, but it's just so annoying how much stuff he can have at this timing.
I mean, okay, but look, like you have 2-2. He doesn't have 2-2. 2+2 is like halfway done, and his other forge isn't even building an upgrade.
I guess it's upgrades.
You have a lot of workers like as well, so. Well, let's just see then. Let's see if you missed any macro cycles. That's another thing too, right? Like,
looks like I missed one though. Not barracks.
And those barracks, yeah. So you should be a little more. I can build a Ghost Academy here, and you started 2-2. But you see, you're missing production right now. Look at that.
Yeah, I am.
So, that's your answer. You definitely could have more supply. Like you definitely should be. By the time you take your fourth, around that time, you should be closing out and maxing out with that kind of supply, or with this kind of build. So. It's just that you're just missing some macro cycles, like especially your start.
Well, it's because I made those. It's because I made those 3 extra barracks before I landed the 4th CC. Maybe I shouldn't have made those as soon.
And you can also stop workers a bit earlier. Like you do have a lot of SCVs, and you're still building some.
Making too many workers.
Yeah.
I overmade workers.
Definitely.
Well, kind of small mistakes, but they really add up, I guess.
Well, it's not. The game's not over though. Like his army's still not great. You still have an upgrade advantage, and he hasn't been able to push into you. That was a nice pick off there. You can hear him malding about that. And that's a good bunker. Yeah, you have a lot of ghosts. So I think you have too many ghosts as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I overmade ghosts. Should have more marauders, less ghosts.
You could have cut like 3 out. I think the 8 is okay, but I wouldn't have any more than that. And then yeah, so then at this point. You see, you have a lot of SVs, so your army's definitely smaller. Because what I was gonna say was, what you would want to do now is get him off your back, right? So even if your even if your drop doesn't kill him, like like pick off this pylon and then fly into the dead space with like a medevac, or fly a Liberator this way. You just want him to have to either put more units on his side of the map, or have to think about the other stuff that is potentially out there to harass him. It's just harder for you to allocate that kind of supply because your army is already really small. right? Because of the worker count. So definitely overmade
So
workers.
you think like 80 SCVs, not 89?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
only 75?
80 is good. Like, you could start with 75, and then max out that way, and then add some more orbitals. Maybe you lose some supply, and you want to build some more SCVs because you're gonna build like
Yeah.
fusion core and like liberator range, all that kind of stuff. You can do that, but you can see his army's way bigger than yours. And then you threw away SCVs, so that's good.
For sure.
But then here you're probably wondering, oh well, what do I do? And it's just like you just need to put some pressure on him, or that.
I feel like I never attacked in this game, and it was like the game a lot harder because he just did whatever he wanted.
Yeah, and then also too scouting this in the main, just seeing, or wherever actually, just trying to find out what he's going for. In this case, he's being a brick, like he's just adding on more gateways. But some people like they'll go into air, you start building carriers or tempests or whatever it is. So that's what you're kind of looking for, because that kind of dictates how the pace of the game is gonna go. Because if it becomes he's gonna add 2 more stargates and go into carriers, then you have to slow the pace of the game down. You need to add your additional starports, and then you need to kind of do the switcheroo into air units a little bit sooner. And like have that be kind of the priority there. But in this case, like he's just a massive unit, so this is a good drop. This Stella counterattack's kind of useless. He has so many fucking guns. That's good there. Okay, so this is a good drop. And yeah, he's gonna have units here, so got that nice pick up. You can just fly away. Exactly. And you go into the main. Perfect. And then you can always, it doesn't have to always be medevac drops. Like this is good, I think, having one. If you feel like having 2 medevacs out on the map is like super risky, or like you find it too committed, and the chance of you losing them are pretty high, at least one of them, then you can just build some liberators, man. Just ape them this way. Just whatever you can to get him off your back. You shift him, you forget about him. He hasn't even built any cannons yet in his mineral lines.
My second starport was really late this game. Probably should have made that earlier.
And that's, I mean, I don't think you had to necessarily. You didn't see any Colossus, so you would like. It might have been that he attacked into you randomly, maxed out, and then you had like 8 Vikings, and he has like 1 Colossus. So
yeah,
you just build them as you see him, or as you see it. Okay, and in this fight, not terrible actually. You have a lot of money, right, because of all the SCVs. So then, at this point, this is like where you switch it. There you go, adding Liberators. Now he added his Stargates.
Yeah, the game gets really harder here. I feel like I just didn't have any army here, but this guy has warp gates, so.
Oh, his army comes out faster because the army that you're building in your barracks cancels the supply.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to see how the fight went. That I was paying attention to the drop. Okay. So you took this fight. I'm guessing you just felt you could win it. Or how? What? I don't know. If you remember.
Yeah. I had a ton of EMPs, a ton of Vikings. I was pretty confident I could win it, and I think I had a good upgrades at this point too. Probably 3-3 at least. So I thought this was just an easy win. Maybe not an easy win, but a lot of good units I could kill here. Like I saw he had a lot of immortals, so I probably shouldn't have taken the fight. But I was like, well, at the very least, I'll kill all these immortals, which will be really nice.
I think you could have spread your army a little bit more, but also I think you just had too many ghosts. It could have been more marauders, right?
Yeah.
I think in this case, in this case, what I would have done is I would have just not. I would have even pushed. I would have just let him like come up the base or something like that, or just like if he's sitting here, why don't you just send 2 medevacs this way? You know what I mean? And then not only does he have to deal with that, he has to deal with this, because if he attacks into you, he has to attack into a planetary, or he's gonna go rotate to your 3rd, and then he has to go through a bunker. There's a supply depot wall. Like none of these are necessarily good engagements for him to take, right? He could have also microed this a little bit better. Maybe just spreading out the units more to like minimize the splash damage.
Small box, yeah.
But those are just minor details. I mean, this fight actually should have gone worse for you, but you did have the upgrade advantage. So yeah, like That's how I would approach. At this point in the game, it's just like the late game is really just especially against Protoss, I think that are not playing Stargate, is doing the multi-prong and kind of out positioning them. But the way you do that is knowing where they always are, and also, you know, if your main army is next to a planetary and you got like 2 tanks, like just chill there. Have them like feel pressured enough that they have to push into you. You see with this drop, I don't know if you click on the Stargates, but you would see, oh, he's barely, you know, his Stargates are barely completing. There is no.
I don't think I registered that.
There's
mentally.
no pressure.
Should have clicked on them.
Yeah, like there's no pressure to end the game yet. You know, like if I see that he's already building carriers and I'm behind, I'm like, fuck, like I have to do something, right? But
yeah,
if they're barely coming up, you know, it's okay. You're still trading better. It's just that now, like, you have all these units that are barely coming out. You also have like 2 medevacs stuck up there. I probably land the Vikings at this point as well, but it's just a tough fight to take. They're gonna lose the base, yeah. Your units have to actually come out of the of the production. Okay, and then here, you know.
And here I feel kind of poor.
Yeah, I mean, you just rebuilt an entire army, and you lost the base, so it's very normal. He is also gonna dump a lot into disruptors. Like you saw, like he started adding disruptors, you know. And if I see that they're building a lot more disruptors and there's no air units coming out, then that's a good sign. Like you don't have to deal with the carrier memes yet. But yeah, against this kind of army though, you really have to, you know, rotate one way, Liberators the other way. Try to avoid engaging it head on, and abusing its like immobility. Yeah, we know that should happen. That's good defense though.
Yeah, so just don't go for these fights. You think I should just play defensively with my main army and then just rotate drops all over the place, and then once he goes home, then I can attack with my main army.
That's how I see it, mostly because that's the kind of game that this became from the openers. You know what I mean? There was no specific. There's
no economic momentum or anything like that.
There was no
army
specific advantage for you to play on. Like, yeah, this kind of game would have been you having to generate your own momentum, and you would have done that by doing those kinds of drops, right? And then as you start doing damage and stuff like that, then you play off of that. But the game was like really even, and then you were just like, oh, well, what do I do? You know what I mean? And it was like the thing that you're supposed to do is you either generate the momentum or you just start building battle cruisers and building nukes. Like those are the only 2 options you have. So you kind of just choose one. I know, like, it kind of
here I thought I had an advantage, but by the time I moved out, he already had 3 Tempests, and it was like, well, I don't have any Vikings.
Yeah, like, you're base down, too. You have to think about that way as well. Like, Protoss is also, like, I hate Protoss as well, but we're also a base down. This is a good fight. It's a good fight here, but now remember, you're pushing into cannons and batteries. So you need to pull back and either...
I think I still went for this, though.
Rotate, like, this way.
I aped it here.
You can rotate like one way, or section off 2 Liberators this way, and create that breathing room again. You know, like now you have momentum, but now you're not playing on it the right way. You know, like a better Terran like Clem or Maru, something like that. Like they would have something else going on at the same time, so that they can force some kind of mistake from this, or you know, that he's stuck behind his cannons and batteries. You go this way and cancel this bottom base that has no defense. And then,
so I got a little bit of land from him, so I need to, like, action off some army, because I probably can't break him here, right? Because he has so many good tools, so many cannons, so many batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I have to instead just split up my army here, and play for the land that I have gotten, right? Because like I guess I have all this open area, so like, could probably defend it a lot easier. And 3 Tempests aren't that scary right now.
That's a good way of looking at it, and you have decent air upgrades. Like you have 2 attack on there, but yeah, like your momentum is good enough to get you to like snipe bases or snipe a base or like kill some probes and stuff like that. It's just not good enough for you to like dive into his army in a 4th base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's how Protoss players are will sometimes win. Is like they're just like apes, and you like.
I think I went for it here.
Yeah, I see, but
yeah.
He just sits. I mean, he hasn't even activated the super battery yet, so and he still has some disruptors left over. So. Like here, imagine you rotate the other way. Anything really, you know, like just having something else. Like, there's nothing else on the other side. You know, and he's got 186 out of
Doesn't even
200.
have anything on the other side. He doesn't even have anything on the other side.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, you give him
I'm just playing defense forever and ever and ever.
If you give him too many things to do, he won't be able to do them all. Like it's just. Even like think about it this way as well. He has what kind of counterattacks have you seen besides that one DT into your PF?
Yeah.
Nothing, right? Like he's also not thinking that way. He's not thinking that he needs to do counterattacks to destroy your economy and then push you one way. So if you do that first, then he's the one that has to think about defending. He's not gonna do any kind of harassment either way, you know. And then now your only predicament then is just like not bleeding too much away for free. All right, that's like kind of like the biggest issue with counterattacks and harassment is like you might lose too much stuff and not get anything done. But yeah. So then you lost a bit of momentum again. So good stuff to play again. And this is what I mean.
I'm just on the back foot.
This is what I mean. Yeah, like you just get bullied because you don't have any map presence. You don't have any kind of like counter potential. So then you just get abused like this, and like it happens, right? Like if you're a Terran player and you have an advantage, then Protoss is like getting chased by like 8 Liberators, right, in their own base. The same thing. Yeah. Oh. I don't know how this game continues though.
Just pain for 10 more minutes.
But the thing is, like, you're not dropping still, so he's maxed out now. He's literally maxed out. He's not gonna warp in anything.
I don't know. I guess I should have just gone for some drops. I feel like I can't kill that army though, so.
Yeah, I mean you can't.
Taking more out of my army.
You just sack
wouldn't really help, but
yeah, section off some
have to do
medevacs.
something.
Like he has either way though, he has to recall a certain amount of units to like you'll kill that base, but you probably won't be able to kill this one. But who knows, bro? Maybe like he recalls only zealots and disruptors. You kill this base and you pick up, go this way, right? And then it becomes a bigger meme for him. And then you know maybe that army that he recalls makes a difference so that he can't kill your PF. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My Viking count always disappeared. It's like you don't get the Viking armor upgrades, and they're actually just terrible units.
Yeah. Also, the way you want to micro this is that when they start running the carriers away, you want to run into them and snipe them off, because when they turn around, that's when they fire the interceptors, and then you're already pulling back by that point, right?
But I think at this point I have all my Liberators down, so it's kind of hard because he's just gonna blink on top of my Vikings if I try to kill the great carriers, right?
Yeah. I'm not controlling this army that great though. Probably too many hotkeys. Spellcasters. Kick. If I do put this video up, it's gonna be bowling Hubsaya for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Alright, you're dead here though. Like, we don't have to keep watching this. I just don't.
Yeah.
Do you remember if you made some kind of comeback at all, or you're just like dead?
No, it's over.
Okay, we can bail out of that now. So yeah, like that's it. You see what I mean though? It's like small stuff that you just have to do, and it was like literally decision making. You know, and like that little bit of macro from the build order. That's it.
So I need to drop. Have to drop the Protoss player.
And map presence.
And I have to have some spotters on the map.
Yeah, and also kind of see where the observers are too. Okay, next one. Coachable. What does that mean?
Very coachable replay. Gave you a little diamond nuggy.
Yo! My viewers are fighting each other in the customs.
I got slapped. Big slapped.
Well, why'd you get slapped? 17-minute game? Do you remember your opener?
No. It was the bio game though. I know that.
Why didn't you play mech?
What?
Why didn't you play mech?
I don't think this is a good mech map, dude. Bases are way too wide open.
Me neither.
It's kind of small.
Me
I think Pride of Alteris is gonna be a mech map though. You can get 5 bases for free. There's only 3 angles to hold on 5 bases. It's actually
my
legendary
God.
how good that map is.
I'm gonna play mech. I'm gonna spam the mecharoos.
Dude, I'm serious, dude. You see that new map? That map screams mech. It screams don't veto it, and it screams mech.
I don't think I've played it yet. I only
Look
played
at it,
3 of the maps, but I can't remember what they were. I played this one for sure, though.
There's 2 big maps, and one of the big maps is Pride of Voltaris, and I don't think it should be.
Free win map.
I think it is, yeah. The way it's set up, it's really good for your turns. That's really...
I'm gonna turn you up because you're an ape.
Oh, my mic's a little far away.
A little.
Oh.
Were you stretching? When I stretch my mic.
I'm making me a peanut butter sandwich right now, bud.
Oh, that's a college meal, man.
Multitasking at its finest.
I'm eating ice cream.
Sir.
Hmm?
And yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's like I went for a Banshee 3cc.
Okay.
About as standard as it gets these days.
True. Oh, the camera's so zoomed in, but I guess no, my camera has to be zoomed in. What the heck? Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god! Don't leave him out creep. Okay, that's your first mistake.
I wasn't paying attention.
If you're not gonna pay,
And I left them on creep.
yeah, if you're not gonna pay attention to them, just like as soon with this build, or honestly any Banshee build, as soon as the Banshees come out, bro, just send the Hellions home like at your third, and then just focus on the Banshees because the Hellions are not gonna get anything done. Like it's just you're not gonna get anything. So the Banshees are what you want to work on. So just rotate it. So now this happens, right?
Second mistake.
I don't know why you're saying your Banshee's home though. Now your Banshee's not gonna get anything done. Okay, it's already behind. Playing mines. He's getting fight, bro. He's dunking on you. Jesus.
You're OP, man. Happen.
Okay, finally some damage. Your Banshee's almost dead though. Oh my god. Not terrible. Let's see. Where you might have had. Oh, you sent across. Okay, good. Alright, second mistake there. Okay. So what could we do differently here to defend the run by?
We're at the 16th mistake at this point.
So obviously with Hellions, the run by is not going to do as much, right? I think instead of... nah, it's tough to say. I feel like I would rally my units here, but... I mean,
I don't know. I've had too many games where the Zerg player just apes me and has like 90 lings, and if they're not on the wall, I just lose.
I will say, I think you wall the wrong way.
Wow.
Or, sure, actually. Wall this way. Yeah, that just happens because you lost your Hellions, to be honest.
So at this point, I actually have to do something.
No, you're no, you're dead. Like you're actually dead. This is just like literally.
Make magic happen though. You don't understand. I'll make this into a winning game.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay,
Kappa.
let's see. But like, even if you didn't lose it, even if you did lose the Hellions, like this is the part that really messed you up, was losing that drop. You can't lose that.
Losing, having bad reaction time twice.
Yeah, like, you cannot lose. This is really good. Now he's just throwing. Okay, you kill the base.
Told you I could make magic happen.
And you put a mine here.
But then I lose again to Banelings.
This is why I said I feel like you should wall this way, because I feel like the Banelings would roll this way.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't know this map. I need to learn it. I could have the whole third base walled off at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Or
I'm
you could
just
wall
losing the
this
Baneling
even.
one buys the more I see this.
You could also wall this, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
wall-
I think
wall
so.
that,
If you
and then
put
make
the
a-
fourth CC there, yeah.
And then make a little wall on the third, or you put a mine on like that one ramp where the Banelings came through.
Or not even. Wait, look at the left side too. Hold on. That could even be wallable.
What, this?
Probably not though. Yeah.
No, I think this is
No,
good.
I'd rather just wall the
Here?
The gas in the back of the mineral line, yeah, on the left side, and then wall the top. I think that's probably
Yeah,
better.
here and here.
But then wait, if you but if you wall the top and you don't wall the
All the whip.
don't know.
Because you could also put 3
Have
more
to look
raxes
at the
here.
game.
1 rax, 2 rax, 3 rax.
Maybe. I don't really like doing that though. I feel like my production is really exposed if I do that.
What the fuck is happening?
How does this game go 17 minutes?
I don't know either. You guys are throwing. You're eating into mines. You're losing all your workers and every other unit actually. Yeah, TVZ, man, like, not only is it very momentum based, but a part of the reason why it's so momentum based is because of unit retention. So as soon as you start losing too much stuff, and like this is more meaningful for you because you're obviously a higher MMR player, right? So like losing the Hellions is going to be a lot less forgiving than it would be for somebody else.
I don't usually make that mistake. When you make that mistake, the game is basically almost lost. It kind of actually sucks how bad that mistake is.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, nice mine.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Just
Everything awful.
Money? It doesn't have that many drones actually.
Not even on that many drones though. That's what makes me so
Yeah.
mad about this game. I feel like I had so many chances to win because this drone count is so bad.
You're still in the game. It's just, you're still not trading good enough. Oh, actually, we're trading better. Restart there. That's bad. That's an vision.
no.
You should really put mine here. Like this is a good mine right here that you have, but I think you need to put mine here. Now good targeting. Nice. Okay, mine vision is a big one. Dude, what are you doing?
I don't know, dude. Didn't tell you.
Okay. He's doing it again. Yeah, you just need a mine here. You also gotta feel it out too. Like it may not be too big of a deal to not have those mines there when you're playing somebody else, but if you're in the game and your opponent's like is counterattacking and really focus on that kind of stuff, then that's when you should really definitely put the mine there, right?
Yep.
They both so close to each other. Dude, you have so much money, but you're pretty dead.
Oh.
You have lurkers. I'm still building mines.
I feel like I never really got any real momentum going in this game,
Like,
so
yeah.
he just banked up a ton of gas and won the game with the lurker key.
And then he keeps eating you with counterattack and you keep losing stuff.
Yeah, and I lost way too much to way too many counterattacks.
It's a money game. He's just got more money. Even if you're technically trading better, he's got more money than you. Also, like you haven't even been able. Like, I think if you send one medevac out to counterattack, it's not bad.
Do you think that's like a reaction time thing with my depot wall? Because I keep on letting these banelings and stuff go, and I guess I should have a bunker at my third base, shouldn't I?
Oh, you can. Like I said, you don't have to either. I say that it's good if it's something like where you feel that if you don't have it there, you just take too much damage and there's nothing you can do about it, then I would put the bunker. But if you're, I don't know, like if you can
I think I'm gonna start doing that.
fast enough. Like I used to do that as
Really
well. Like,
heavy.
I used to put a bunker there for that exact same reason. Because I would just lose random shit all the time and it was like really annoying. But I think like, even here, just try not to focus too much head on, especially if they don't have anti-air. Like you're trading better, so it's just a matter of keeping his bases down. You know,
it could be dropping. There's no mutas. There's literally no reason not to drop.
And it could just be one or two. But against this kind of style where they don't have any anti-air like that, I definitely would abuse something. And then even with the mines, you just camp in your base. You know?
Yeah, I struggle the most against this playstyle because I try to attack it head on, and I should probably just be mass dropping against it since there's no anti-air.
I agree. The only issue is just a little bit harder for you in this situation because you didn't have that much stuff, but I think even right now could be good. Because doing that might actually even stop them from being able to counterattack you, right? Because now the units that they would normally divert to
yeah, they'd be defending with those units.
Exactly.
Yeah, you do too many front. And that's the problem with my play in general. Is I do too many front on attack.
I'm dying.
Yeah, this was not a good game.
I mean, it happens. Just a few mistakes, mostly the beginning, right? I tell you what though, like that's what makes Clem so good, man. It's the early game. He always has a perfect early game, and he built on that momentum. And the way he does it is like not losing random units. He always manages to pick off units, stuff like that. You know, if you have 2 medevac drop,
Did he win? I haven't seen that series yet, but I don't care about spoilers. I'm gonna check actually right now.
What against Sarah?
Probably did win the way you're talking. Yeah.
No, he lost.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No,
well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what. If you watch, he lost for the same reasons you're losing right now. Not
Probably.
like pushing. He was
The piece
pushing.
way better.
He was pushing him like he would start before he could even set up. Sarah would just like cuck him, and then he would bleed out so many units. Like he'd pick up some marines.
4-1. What the hell?
Like he'd pick up some marines, and then they would just die, but he would lose some in the process. Like he wasn't as crisp with it. Like he wasn't able to react.
You see the Clem Showtime series? Was that worth a watch?
Oh, he dunked on him, bro. You should watch that.
Okay.
Aww.
I'll watch that.
Look. Well, I'm gonna show this on my YouTube video too. But if you go on Clem's Twitter, he posted something so sad. Aww. It's like a sad cat gif. Poor guy. Pain.
Yep.
But yeah, you're pretty dead here. As soon as the lurkers come out, I just don't have the money to deal with it. It happens. I think this map's pretty good though for multi-pronging and whatnot.
What do you think about TVT? You think if you want to win TVT, you should just play really, really quiet early game and just play for the late game? You think that's a good approach?
I wouldn't say that you have to. I'd say that I think Mario plays like that a lot. I think Mario, like, if he could choose between sitting on his ass and playing it out in a tournament, he definitely would. Mostly because like I feel like it's not really even a player's fault for wanting to do that. It's just the way the game is. Like the Raven-Viking has so much utility that if I wanted,
I feel like
like if I wanted to just tell you, if I wanted to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be an asshole and I'm gonna sit on my ass and I'm gonna build nothing but Ravens and Vikings and I'm gonna make you play that game. Like I have the power to do that, and it's not as easy as you saying, oh, let me just doom drop you, right? Like you're about to run into 12 Vikings and 3 Ravens and the game's over. So you gotta feel like you can play aggressive in the early game, I think, like with tank drop or whatever. But if your opponent decides to play that kind of game, you have to play that kind of game. So regardless, you're fucked.
I don't know. I try to do fun openers in TVT and it never gets me anywhere.
Yeah, I feel that pain because I used to play that kind of way before the Raven got the change, but it's just impossible. That's actually one of the reasons why I feel like BN is having a hard time in TVT. Is that he tries to play to like the drop everywhere, old school.
I guess they should just start playing defensively in TVT. I don't know. It's just such a boring matchup if you just play defensively and don't do anything for 10 minutes. But I think that's just how I win most of my games in TVT these days. So that's how I should play it.
You could do like a Raven-Viking timing push for like certain upgrades or whatever. But yeah, like.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Like some sort of decisive thing in the middle of the game or something like that. I will say that if you're both playing Raven-Viking but you're attacking them, it's a lot better for you. Like if you're the aggressor, I think it's a lot better for the aggressor.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can...
Hard to attack siege tanks though if they're in position.
Yeah, you just like pick off your Vikings. They bleed out some Marines, just like walking around to the siege tank line. Create like a little bit of chaos.
You play it really slow. You don't go for like a decisive, like an auto turret type engagement.
No, you slowly push into them, but you can still be the aggressor at least.
I suppose.
Nah, you're just dead here.
Yeah, because like the openers, like in like the first like 4 minutes of the game, like I don't know. These days, like I feel like if I go 3 Reaper 2 Hellion, they're doing the 1 Reaper reactor, double Reaper like Hellion stuff, and I attack in and I'm just getting owned. And then if I do like, I feel like there's just so much rock paper scissors in the first 4 minutes of the game in TVT, and like if you do anything aggressive, you're just not gonna win.
I agree.
Most of the time. It just feels like so rock paper scissors-y, like Like if I go for a tank drop and they have like a Viking and 2 Cyclones out early, it's like what the hell, man? Like it's gotten to the point where these days like for TVT, like I just have no inspiration because it's like okay, anything I do, like it feels like my opponent always has an answer.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I never get lucky in TVT ever.
I feel the exact same way. Like I could, if I don't move out my Reaper Hellion, I won't get bricked. But as soon as I send out Reaper Hellion and 2 Reapers show up in my main, like I'm dead. The game's
Well, like,
over already.
The Marauder meta is getting really annoying too, because like at my level at least, like
Marauder
I feel like
meta.
I have to SCV scout like every game these days, because like half the players I play are 2x Maraudering me, and it's like what the fuck.
What? Really?
Yeah, and they'll do it really weird. Like I can show you a replay. This guy went double gas and then went 2x Marauder with double gas like at a normal timing. And he supply dropped his supply depot because he would have gotten supply locked if he didn't. It was like, and I scout this shit and I'm like, oh, it's probably a proxy 111. And then he shows up with 2x Marauder. It's like, well, I didn't make a bunker, so I lose. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, you can just build Widow Mines.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No, you're supposed to build Widow Mines.
I don't have any inspiration when that kind of thing happens. It's like, damn, I should probably play for a win here, but like I feel like I already lost because I didn't read the game correctly. Maybe I should just have more fight in my play. I'm just too much of a quitter, I guess.
Yeah, bro. Just build. If you play 2 gas, just build some Widow Mines and camp your ramp.
Yeah. Well, you have to pull SCVs, otherwise you lose your wall, right? So you're gonna lose
do.
like 6 SCVs at least.
But if he plays it the way
That's
he
just how it
plays it, if they play it like that, that's really bad because then their factory is so late. You just build a Banshee and send it across the map after you put 2 mines.
For sure, for sure.
Stop being a little wimp. Play the game.
Yeah, it should.
To be the best, you gotta play like the best. Come on.
True.
Be like Marine Lord. He does exactly what we're talking
True.
about. Sit on Raven-Viking.
Yeah, that game one against Clem was pretty impressive. This game is over. I think you have to spend too much time here. What do you think? Do you think Liberators are good against Lurkers, or do you think the ground approach is better? Because I've seen Marine Lord use Liberators to decent success against Lurkers, and it's kind of like, well, maybe he's onto something because Liberators are so much more mobile, right? So it's easier to get positioning with them.
It depends on the playstyle. So some third players play a really heavy Lurker, minimal Hydro count. So that would, mass Liberators would be really good then. Some players play more Hydro heavy with the Viper combination. So then if you do play Liberators, it's pretty easy for them to get picked off.
Yep.
So I guess it depends on that kind of. Cause I think the Koreans play more with the heavy Lurker. So in that scenario, like I would definitely prioritize Liberators, but I think generally speaking, something like Tank Ghost Viking is pretty good, and you can have some Liberators.
Really.
I use my Liberators for defensive reasons, to be honest. To hold the bases. So. But I've never actually.
Oh yeah, so that they don't Lurker run by you and win the game.
Yeah, like at least they'll do it anyway, but it helps a little bit, I think. But yeah, I honestly don't have much experience like amassing Liberators and being aggressive like that.
I don't know. My ghost control is terrible against Lurkers. I feel like Ghost against Lurkers only works if you have like 10 or 12, so that your clump is so big, the Lurker spines won't be able to delock the snipes on all the ghosts, right? That was the way I was seeing players deal with it, but I feel like whenever I do that, like you have to have so many good engagements, because like you have to have like mines next to the ghost so that you don't just get surrounded by lings and stuff. Like I feel like you need a perfect storm for that strategy to work, but it seems like in the pro level, there's definitely players who can make it work, and I don't know. Seems kind of impressive to me.
You just have to snipe the most forward Lurker. That's it.
Yeah,
and like
you
have to go one at a time. Like it sucks, but like you pick off you shoot the most forward Lurker. Sometimes you unburrow all of them to move out of the way, and then maybe you can move in to snipe some more. But that's how you have to snipe the most forward Lurker. And you get, for example, you have 3 ghosts. You have 3 ghosts. Press snipe on 1 Lurker. By the time the Lurker only has enough time to shoot one volley, so it would hit.
Oh yeah.
It would hit
you
one
assume
ghost.
they don't have a line of Lurkers and it's just a clump because they're lazy and they're not going to
it's always a clump. Look at this. So right, like it's always a clump. So you just pick off the most forward ones or backwards ones, whatever one.
I didn't think about that.
And then you would use the Vikings if you have Vikings to shoot away the Vipers, yeah. And now that's more of a sieging situation, right? Not so much he's just gonna run into me situation. and the ones where they just brick into you, you have to micro the ghost all the way to the back and then snipe off. And then hopefully you have like.
So what would you do against like mass lurker? Because I feel like I lose them at this kind of brick approach where it's like, well, I could do a lot of things, right? I could have gone Liberators here because he has no Hydras. Like, could have gone Ghosts, but since I was kind of playing brick Terran this whole time, I never really took my gases and I never really set myself up for the transition. So I don't know. Maybe I should have just taken my gases sooner and had a better plan.
You just have to scout. If
instead, I just
see
went
that
8
they're going
racks.
into lurkers, you have to slow the game down in transition, or you definitely won't win.
Really slow the game down.
You have to start building sensor towers and sitting behind your PS. And send like one Liberator across the map, or do
Everything is so open on this map, though. Like,
yeah, this map it would be tough to do that. I agree. I definitely agree.
I feel like I have to play an aggressive game on this map, otherwise I just lose. And I feel like this map is going to be getting played a lot. I don't think people are going to veto this map. I think this is going to be like the next Oxide or some shit. So I feel like I should learn how to play on this map.
I might veto
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit. That's not lame.
Look at the other maps, dude. Trust me, there's way worse maps than this in the pool.
It reminds me of
They're going to be vetoing that map where they can put 2 tanks on the ledge to kill the gas before they veto this map.
It reminds me of a map, but I can't remember which map. Like a previous map. Oh, it's not Eastwatch. What is it? It's not New Repugnancy either. Fuck, I can't remember what it was.
I'm telling you, this is going to be the next Oxide.
Bro, what can I see? Like the map history or something. Maps.
Probably like a Team Liquid thread. I don't know, dude.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, I think it's Backwater.
Can I find another replay?
Yeah, if you can find one, because that was your last one, right? If you can find one, definitely. Dude, I can't.
Okay, I'll show you this game only because it's a tragedy.
Oh God, fuck! I gotta find that map. It reminds me of a map from like 2018.
And hold on.
Dude, what the heck?
Can't I send?
Oh my God! No, it's not Orbital Shipyard. Parasite, LE. Oh, I beat Cure on that map. Fun fact, in the tournament. The fuck?
Wait, how do I message when I'm talking? How do I'm really illiterate at Discord. Holy hell. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Actually, just illiterate at Discord.
Are we playing the NA finals now? No, not yet. God.
Here we go. I think I sent you the replay.
Someone said, honestly, whoever came up with the great idea of adding lurkers to StarCraft 2 should rethink their existence. How do you feel about that?
I think lurkers were fine until they added the 2 upgrades and made them pretty busto.
I think I honestly the reason that I don't like them too much is the range. I think the range is.
But the burrow speed is also really good too, right? Because you used to be able to kill like 2 lurkers before they even got on the ground.
Not the range. The fucking burrow speed, yeah, because they're so freaking fast, dude. They're like portable tanks flying around.
They're like OP tanks, dude. I wish my tanks could siege that fast, man. And they were that fast. Like, holy hell.
Because it could be at one base and then move to the other base. That's my problem with them personally. Okay.
I don't remember. I don't think the opener really matters too much in this game, if I remember correctly. You can speed through this. So you want to look
Is this your other Smurf?
extra in depth.
Is this your other Smurf account? Leaky Faucet?
This is the account I stream on.
So you have a Smurf account and a stream account.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's your
And
main
then
account?
another account that I don't even play on anymore. I have 4 accounts.
What's wrong with you? Oh, you guys would do this to each other. That's funny. Okay, good reaction.
Yeah, we played this end game. Kind of like it. I wonder who traded better here.
It's the same.
It's pretty even.
No, literally the same. Why'd you build a Viking not bad. Can you micro? Now that's
Yeah, that was a tragedy. This is what I'm saying though. Like I try to do something in the early game and it never does anything. Like,
okay.
I just end up losing more shit.
I think this is more so because you didn't micro it. Too great. You could have saved the Cyclone right here.
Yeah, for sure. I thought I could have gotten it though. I just wasn't paying attention.
And then here you can walk the Viking forward.
I save the Cyclone here, maybe I can get the tank because I can lock on with 2 Cyclones instead of 1.
Exactly. Yeah, you just microed this wrong, actually. But you could have definitely done more damage there. But you still have good worker count. I mean, you can kill it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, let's make some Vikings shoot us away.
That's even. The game's pretty even. Oh, you have the Cyclone though. Okay. But now he has a Raven ahead, so he's switching to Vikings. That's a good call. He's gonna have more Ravens than you. Now he has 2 Ravens? Yes, okay. Okay, flying there and Viking home. Did you play mech?
Yeah.
Aw,
Practice X, dude. I'm playing bio against him. I know he's gonna play mech.
Why are you scared?
Cause I hate bio versus mech, dude. Never get anything done, and then you end up just transitioning into air anyway, just behind.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I should have given you one of those replays.
Okay.
I've given up on bio versus mech. I just don't do it.
Triple Raven, Lucas. Okay, that's good.
Dude, I ain't scared.
Okay. No, this is perfect. Just shooting them away. Okay, I don't know about this stuff. Think about a Liberator. I think if I had a Liberator like Poppy does, it's so good.
Yeah.
I need to rotate, yeah. Ah, he juked you.
This gets pretty
nice,
monk ass.
nice. Well, you're fine. Okay, yeah. He's got 2 reactored starports.
Yeah. I started doing this against him, and I qualified for DreamHack by doing this against him, so he started doing it.
What the fuck? What an ape.
He was like, nah, I'm never losing to this idiot again.
I play Maxfield Cyclone if he's so committed to this. Like, if I saw him building this many Vikings, I would just Maxfield Cyclones and get that presence that way.
Yeah, I think I eventually do that, but it never really crossed my mind.
You should do that earlier, like as soon as you see it. Because you have enough tanks. Like, you have a good amount of tanks to defend, and then so you just delay him every time he tries to push.
I've definitely played that style before. Yeah, it's really fun actually. It's the most fun TBT you can do in my opinion.
Good. Scan. More scans. Okay, you base trade each other. Yeah, well, it's kind of fucked.
He's obviously winning though, because he got in my main base sooner.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know. At this point, I'm just going for buildings, because I don't think I can defeat his army with what I have.
Probably. Lifting your buildings is good. You need to push them sooner though. Now you're gonna lose units for free that you don't need to lose.
Go.
Hellion, nice. Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Vikings on you. Ah, no! Why'd you send your? You could have just landed your Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Didn't think about that.
You have so much money. Rip. Nah, you're dead now. Wait. Nah, you're dead. I'll just kill all his buildings. But he has enough to build a command center. What is happening? Are you in the air fight? Oh no! No, dude, you could have killed.
Wait, I won that air fight? Really?
I think you could have killed.
Go back, go back.
No, dude, I think you could have killed all his Vikings and forced a draw.
Wait, really?
How many Vikings do you have? Dude,
I
you
wasn't
have.
even
Oh,
thinking.
no.
What? Dude, I make this mistake so many times. I see 2 ravens and I get scared and I don't take these air fights that I should be. This is like such a common mistake I make.
Okay, but
I don't take these Viking fights and I fucking land the Vikings and it's always a mistake.
You could have won the game.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this is literally.
I should just take these Viking fights, shouldn't I?
Yes, but also.
Like, what do I do if he has ravens? What if he like disables like 4 Vikings? I guess it really doesn't matter if he disables 4 Vikings because it's still even.
Listen to me.
He doesn't even have any energy.
Listen to me.
What the fuck?
Listen. What did he just use his ravens on?
I wasn't paying attention. Dude,
bro, he killed your shit with the auto turrets, bro.
Oh my god.
So this is the different. Like, this is what is gonna make you better. Like, this is what separates me and you. Literally, this is what separates you and I. It's like these little decisive things.
Micro fights better.
And I also like you have to pay attention to these things. You know, like you have.
Oh my god.
Like you have to think. Okay, he hasn't killed, or he used all his Raven energy. How many Vikings does he have? Right? Because that's all you have. All you have are Vikings. So it's like, well, what can I do with these Vikings? Well, fuck, maybe you kill his buildings, right?
I have to think about my army more.
Also
The context of what he has.
Yeah. Also, look, three Vikings are not even present. So if that's 14, now it's what, 11? Yeah. Math, Migs, I know. Like, it's so obvious you have more Vikings than him too.
It's cause okay, hear me out. This is my logic. I played like an idiot. I played like I'm trying to win like this guy's at 4K. I see on the map he only has 3 depots, and I think that he might not have enough money to make anything else. So I thought, well, I could just end the game here if I land my Vikings and kill the 3 depots, right? Because I know he doesn't have anything else on that. So I just went for it.
And then?
Obviously, he made something in literally the nick of time.
In the last second, yes. So. Like, it's not.
So I had to show you this.
I understand your reasoning, and you know what? Like, you have to look at that and just be like, I gambled and I fucking lost. Like, that's it. Like, you gambled, right?
Yeah, it hurt a lot. I'm pretty sure. Fuck, how many upvotes does this have on Reddit right now? I didn't even post it.
It's on Reddit?
Practice X posted it. Yeah, man.
Content creator.
It was.
Content creator. I'm gonna
still on.
Wait, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's got fucking 91 upvotes, dude. I built a supply depot right at 17 HP left in my base trade.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna.
Fucking Practice X, man.
I'm gonna show some.
Downvote the hell out of that.
What is he even looking at in this video? Oh my god, bro! Just put your POV. He even records videos like an 8.
I don't know, dude.
Oh my god, you could have won the area. This you shouldn't have won this game.
So I need to think more about my macro fights in the situations.
Maybe
I feel like I lose a lot of these really close games that I shouldn't, though, to be honest.
I think you just need to think a little bit more in general, I think, but not think in the sense of piecing together what's going on in the game and then basing off what you're gonna do based on that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my god, dude, what an ape.
Oh. I'm really good at doing that against 4Ks because they're so predictable and I know what they're going to do before they even do it. But against better players, they're a bit less predictable.
Right, and this is how we're gonna end things off. It's just like I was saying earlier. This is what differentiates you and I. Like literally just this, right? Like yeah,
you would have taken the Viking fight and won the game.
You would have made like I don't know that first game. What you were missing some barracks production. Okay, whatever, it happens, right? Like I'll miss my microcycles too. But it's like it's always at this point onwards, dude. For you, it's just gonna be those small details, which is obvious. Like I think it's harder to work on than me telling you, dog, you missed a macro cycle. All you don't build SCVs and you fucking don't know what the heck you're doing. No, your builder is trash and like I don't know what else. You know what I mean? And you're like stuck at like 4-8, don't know what to do, right? But like this I think this is way harder to like this comes from just like playing like a lot, you know. Or I don't know, like practicing talking to yourself in the game, or like thinking, I don't know, like this is why some of the players they talk to themselves is just like they're just like a thought process going on. So Yeah, but it's just little things, dude. It's literally just little
Yeah.
things.
I should probably play a lot more off stream if I want to improve. I feel like when I play on stream, I just have too many distractions.
Or also when you watch better people, just look at the smaller details. Don't try not to look at the big picture. Try to really see why does Clem do this push? You know, why does or why does he make this decision? Like what is he seeing? What is he seeing that I don't see? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Send me your information. I want to pay you.
Really?
Yep. I
Makes-
do.
makes
I
more
believe in capitalist society.
Wow,
Believe
what
it
are
or
you, fucking business major?
No, I'm not.
It was a joke. He's so serious. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Is this your PayPal, I assume?
Yeah, it's my PayPal. You can also send me. You can also send news in that email.
I'm good. I'm good.
Aw, pain. Okay, I'm gonna end the video now. So.
All right.